Buenos Dias Gunners Collective. Back at it, you already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. 2 times. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a motherfucking smack addict. Bye up, bye up, bye. Orale, as you can tell by that thumbnail, I need to address the addressal because it must be addressed, right? I was scrolling through YouTube and I seen a guy named Mr. Cartoon from Grape Street, an OG. And first and foremost, before I say anything else in a menudo style and direct fashion, I want to say respects my brother, man, for even addressing the situation, because I think you got the game misconstrued when it comes to this certain subject and how I feel about the certain situation. Okay, but we're going to clear that up. We're definitely going to clear that up because I think a lot of people get the misconception about the gun, about me, right? They think because I play, because I cap, because I clown, that I'm doing it to belittle a person or to shit on their character or to defecate on what they got going on. But that's further from the truth, Holmes. I do it because it's expected of me. That's my style. That's my get down, Holmes. I've always been like that. I like to cap just a little bit, right? But this ain't a capping matter. This is real. You know, they turned capping of our era, Cartoon, into no cap, right? Something switched up, you know, and there's no cap here. When I say something, I don't say it just to speak on it. I speak on it because these are my feelings, my true intentions, what I really mean, right? And what I really meant when it came to the whole Tyga situation is it's not a black and brown thing, bro. It's a people thing, okay? Now, if you listen to the first spill I ever did on the Ay Caramba video about Tyga and how he came off, I said, and first and foremost, in the beginning, I didn't think it was a disrespectful video. I don't think those were his true intentions to disrespect the raza. I think it came off that way. I think a lot of people took it that way, and I think it snowballed into something bigger than it really was, right? Now, the situation we're talking about is how I made fun of Tyga's apology, or how you feel and other people around you feel that I made fun of Tyga's apology. Now, I love the fact that you came as a grown man and addressed the situation. That's righteous as fuck, right? But I would expect anything less from a brother, man, of OG status that's been around the block for a minute, right? See, these are the type of guys that I fuck with, gente. The OG throwback, you know what I mean? Real ones. Dinosaurs in the game like myself, homes that have been around, been through guerra, been through war, been in the penitentiary, have rocked alongside our raza, brothers back and forth likewise, and we already know what time it is, right? Now, everyone don't see eye to eye on all subjects all the time, but at the end of the day, man, it's up to us to facilitate some type of conversation so that way we can put it all out there, right? Now, trip out on this. So I'm listening to your reaction to my video on Tyga, and you felt I was belittling him and making fun of the fact that he apologized. Never at no point in time, homes, will I make fun of a man apologizing, thinking that he had to. No man has to do anything. All we have to do is wake up in the motherfucking morning, homes, and get to our bag if that's what we're getting to, right? We don't have to go sit at no table. We don't have to make no other man, grown man smile. We don't need to apologize for something we felt that we didn't do something wrong. We don't have to do nada, shit, nothing, bamuski, fuck it. We don't have to do none of that. And I understand that, my brother, right? And I recognize that. At no point in time in my video did I think I was clowning Tyga for apologizing. At no point in time do I think that we applied so much pressure that it made him apologize because he did something wrong. Truly, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't believe he chose to fucking belittle people when he did that video. I believe it just came across that way, and I've said it from the beginning. Okay, but that's neither here nor there. It's water under the bridge. It's done. He came to a table and he felt as a grown man that he should apologize to the gente, to the raza. Maybe because he was scared and maybe because he wasn't. I don't know. We don't know what's going through that man's mind. You don't know, just like I don't know what's going through that man's mind, right? Am I going to shit on a man when he's down and say the dog is belly up and he needs to do that? Oh, I'm a clown a little bit. It's in my nature to clown as a person. But at the end of the day, I respect Tyga's get down as far as being a grown enough man to come to the table, sit down and humble himself. Just like if the roles were reversed and a Mexicano disrespected the black community, man, the Africanos, then I would expect nothing less than him come to the table and humble himself and apologize. Okay, now, it's not for me and you to decide what this grown man should and shouldn't do, right? In the beginning, man, it's not about disrespecting each other, period. It never would have came to pass if the people behind the scenes in his camp didn't push this on his plate. He is just a performing artist. He is just a rapper. You know, whether he's really on the block and from the streets and from a neighborhood, I don't know. Maybe you know a little bit more than I do. But I don't know what it comes to gang banging and when it comes to fucking doing whatever he's doing out there on some gang shit, if he's really about that life. That's not for me to decipher, for me to even care about. That's that man's business. But of course, just like you said in your video, this is YouTube. Okay, and if there's something hot out there, I'm going to speak on it. Just like you're going to speak on it, just like everyone else around us is going to speak on it. But it seems fucking odd to me that when a Latino or a Chicano or a Mexicano decides to speak on something that involves the black community, man, all of a sudden there's people in my DMs talking about mind your own business. This is our business. You Mexicans shouldn't be involved. You guys don't have no say-so in this. You don't have no horse in the race. Holmes, I'm a person. I have a horse in every race I put my fucking horse in. I'm going to get my motherfucking Tonto and my Hi-Ho Silveron, right? Because I truly believe that if there's news to be put out there in a hood fashion, I'm one of the guys on the forefront leading the pack on doing that. Now, I respect Tyga's get down, man. Any man that can apologize for something, whether he's guilty of doing something or not, takes a big man to do that. I'm not shitting on the man's character because he decided to fucking apologize. I don't care one reason or the other what possessed him to wake up that day, call the fucking radio station and decide to set up this meeting with American Cholo and whoever else was in the building. I commend him for being a man and deciding to do that. I don't think it was the pressure, the raza on his head in the streets. People are going to do bad things to him. I don't think we came together as a people and forced him to do that. I think he's seen the bigger picture, which is that bag, right? The bag the elusive bag that everybody's chasing. And at the end of the day, it's all good business. If it takes humbling yourself and apologizing for something, maybe you felt that you didn't do something wrong, but you're like, fuck it, you know what? I'm gonna take this one on. I'm gonna take this one on the chin, Holmes. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this one time, right? Because you know what? I truly understand that the raza as well as the black community are my biggest supporters, man. And I feel I owe it to the people, man, you know, to be a man and to show leadership qualities. And that's exactly what Tyga displayed. Now, at no point in time am I breaking it down because you decided to react to a video and you're feeling some type of way. Hey, I respect you, Holmes. I respect everything about you. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to conform to anyone's mentality or anyone's assessment of what I got going on. I'm going to do me, just like you're going to do you, sir. With the utmost respect, I say, Mr. Cartoon, right? You know, I've met people from your neighborhood. I respect them, Holmes. I respect the get down. But this ain't a street issue. This is a YouTube and this is a world issue. This is about the greater good of the world, Holmes. This is about black and brown opening doors for each other and helping each other out grow in an industry, man, that has been predominantly dominated by the Africano community. But really, when it's all said and done, who really dominates? Not us and not you guys. I guarantee that. These big mogul record executive companies, Holmes, they dictate what type of videos are going to be put out there. They dictate who's going to be affected by these music videos. At the end of the day, the man with the bag and the one behind the curtains calling the shots is the Wizard of fucking Oz, Holmes, right? And we are just the munchkins. You know that as well as I know that. Now, it ain't nothing new to it. We're true to it, right? This is why we do this, what we do. But I felt that you felt I was disrespecting Tyga. Okay? As a grown man, that's up to me to decipher what I'm going to say in my spill and how I'm going to address my community, right? When I say my community, I'm not just talking about the raza, just because I'm brown. I'm talking about my community as a whole, being any subscriber that watches me of every nationality, every color, every genre, every fucking pronoun, right? It doesn't matter to me what the people are. I'm going to give them respect where respect is due. Okay, now when it comes to Tyga, it's hot off the press. The ink is still wet. The wind is still blowing. It's definitely an issue that people want to hear about because it's hot, bro. It's hot on the streets. So yeah, I'm going to speak on it just like anyone else is going to speak on it, right? But I'm reading a lot of the comments where people are like, oh, Gunner's always been taking jabs at the black community. Gunner's always been against us. Gunner's always been, no, first and foremost, just like you, my brother, I am for my people, by my people, right? You're always going to rock with your gente. You're always going to show love to your people and side with them. But right is right and wrong is wrong. And if I see one of my people making a fucking bad move and slipping and falling and can't get up, I'm going to pick their ass up so they can tear shit up, right? I'm going to rock side by them, not behind them or in front of them, homes. I'm not leading by example, homes. I'm rocking side by side for the example. That's what I truly believe in. Now, I feel that you think I was making fun of Tyga, like, yeah, you had to apologize or else. There is no or else in life. There is no or else. The people who dictate or else are out of my realm and out of yours, sir, right? We don't do the or else. It is what it is. Some people are going to feel a certain way about Tyga. Some people are going to feel a whole different way, right? It's not up to us to pick and choose how we're going to feel, man. We just feel how we feel that morning. I could wake up one morning and say, you know what? I'm going to bump some Tyga this morning, man. I fuck with the young cat. And the next day I can say his shit is boo-boo, right? It just depends on how I feel that day. One day might be an Al Green day. The next day might be a motherfucking Tyga day. It just depends on how I wake up and what mood I wake up in. Now, as far as the man's character, he came like a real G to the table. Can't deny that. Anybody that will come sit at a table, man, and humble himself definitely must be given that respect. And I understand what you're saying, Big Cartoon, when you're saying we should leave it at that and just press on. And that was my video on why we should just leave it at that and press on. If you read the title of my video, it was like, Tyga apologizes, raza. Do we accept it? Here's my take on it, right? And what did I say? I absolutely respect it, right? And I said right from the gate, I take it. I take the apology. But the apology is not for me, nor it is for you. It's not for the masses. It's for anybody who felt slighted and disrespected. It's for the people, man, that are very judgmental, that think that people can't make mistakes. You know, the mistake was not the video. The mistake was the people behind the scenes that ever thought up of that concept to make that video. Now, Tyga is not on that pay grade. He's not on that level to come up with these concepts. He has a management team. He has people that rock behind him and people from his record label that just say, hey, here's a song, run with it. He's like, fuck it, I'll just do it. A fat suit, bitch, right? And yeah, that's what you're putting on today. And he goes with it because ultimately he's an entertainer and he's there to entertain the people. Now, for some reason, this blew up out of proportion and people felt some certain way and it started to divide the black and brown community, which we have all worked so hard to build up lately, right? Now, I feel in this instant, you know, people like yourself and people like myself, man, are being played. We're both being played by what the people are breathing into the messages. A lot of hatred is being spewed, a lot of division, a lot of you people, a lot of we people, a lot of our people, a lot of no people. Nah, bro, people are people to me. That's the way I was raised. I was raised right next between fucking a white family and a black family. And guess what? We all fucking got along. Why? Because we all drank out of the same fucking water hose. We all didn't have shit or we all did. Either we did or we didn't. Period. So that's the way I am. So there is no underlying tone when it comes to me to hate on black people. You got the misconception fucked up when you're talking about the gun because I am furthest from hating on black people. If anything, since I came on the scene of YouTube, I've done nothing but respect the Africano community and try to build the unity up. Now, I do it in a little bit of a different fashion. I cap, I clown, I do it with a little bit of comedy, but that's what people like. Would you rather me sit here and be monotone and just talk some gangster shit? Or would you rather be me on gang, right? Because I'm drawing the attention in of the youngsters, the older heads, everybody of every nationality, of every race, of every different ethnicity, and every different cultural belief to come in. I'm trying to feed the narrative to everyone so that way once I got their heart and their mind captured, I can give them what is the real agenda, which is the push for the minority cause. When I say minority, not just brown, but black and brown. United, my brother. So I think you got me mixed up, right? Like Brent Wood says, I think you got your fools mixed up. Now, I can be a fool sometimes. You know, I was a fool for a lot of years out there on them streets. I was a fool for a lot of years in the CYA system. I was a fool for a lot of years in county jails and prison. But that doesn't make me a man. What made me a man is my motherfucking voice, the way it's felt, the way my knowledge and the intensity and the propensity to go out there and get it, and the way that I speak for all people is what has made me the man I am today. Okay, I got family members that are Muslims, that are from the Nation of Islam. I got family members that are Crips, that are Bloods. I got family members that are Southsiders, the opposition, and yet we all sit at that same table and eat that same tortilla. Why? Because there was no difference in the game. The only difference are the hindrances and the walls and the fences that we put around ourselves. So when it comes to Tyga, man, I don't see Tyga as a poop butt or a shame, or he did something funny, or he was forced to do this, or it's because the raza came together. Yes, we did come together. We finally had our voices felt, man. Can we shine one time, right? Can we not come together as a people and decide, hey, man, that was a little bit too much. A lot of people felt collectively that we were tired of being disrespected, not necessarily by the black community, but by the white community, the black community, the brown community, the Asian community. Whoever disrespected us, we said enough is a fucking enough, and it just happened to be Tyga that was caught up in the middle. But the man did come and apologize. Whether the apology was warranted or not, he did that, and for that, I respect it. And I think I did say that in my first spiel. You know what? I respect you, bro. I respect that he would even do something like that. I respect the fact that Gil, the American Cholo, also was at that meeting and heard him out, and they heard each other out, and they sat down like two civilized grown men, not black and brown men, and heard each other out. I'm sure there was a lot more said behind the scenes that we weren't privy to, right? There always is, and there always will be. So before we take it there and turn it into a race issue and turn it into, you think I'm clowning on Tyga about his apology? Absolutely not. I'm here to tell you, man, in all humility, being humble, that was not the case, bro. Now, am I breaking it down? Am I some type of sucker? Am I backtracking? Nah, I'm keeping it real, man. I'm always going to rock the narrative of the brown people because that's how I was born brown. Straight up. I can't stop it. You know what I mean? The shit don't stop. But at the end of the day, man, it doesn't make me any better than you and you any better than me, man. We both come from impoverished neighborhoods. We both come from the ghetto. We both come from rats and roaches and shiesty approaches. We both come from the motherfucking game laced up in us knowing, man, exactly what time it is. So I just wanted to address you, sir, and say with the utmost respects, I respect your take on what you believed I said. But if you need to go back and decipher just a little bit more, because the wind's blowing, right? And hear me out for what I really said, man. And I do respect Tyga's get down. Now, there's a lot of people that say, fuck him. You know what I mean? He did it because of this reason or because of that reason. But just like you said, and I love the way you said it, man, it doesn't matter what reason he did it for. The man, it takes a lot to do that. And you're absolutely right. There's a lot of people that have so much pride, they don't know how to sit down at a table like a grown man, Holmes, and humble themselves and apologize for something, whether they were in the wrong or not. That's not the factor anymore. No one cares. People have already decided one way or the other where they're rocking, right? When they shouldn't be rocking one way or the other. What they should be doing is showing love to all. That's what I truly believe in. Anyways, I wanted to address the situation, put it on video, let it be known. Respects to you, OG Crip out of motherfucking Grape Street, Watts. You know, it's been nothing but respect. It's going to continue to be. Whether you support my channel or you don't, that's totally up to you. I'm going to continue to fucking speak my opinion and say what I say. And for those of you that think that I'm taking jabs at the Africana community, nah, every time you choose to say the N-word and every time you choose to let someone else say the N-word, you're taking jabs at yourself. Just like every time I see a Mexican fucking slipping or a brown man fucking doing something shitty, Holmes, it's up to us as older heads, as OGs, to pick them up and lace them up the right way, man. We can't expect other people to do it for us. Anyways, with that being said, I hope that I was able to address that in a respectful manner. Nothing but respect, my brother, man. Hey, tap in, IG, 730 Shooter. You know what it is, man. I'm always open daily. I'm like 7-Eleven, Holmes. Bang, bang. Only I don't do Slurpees, but my bitch does. Bang, bang. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, it's all about coming together, gente. I've been saying it from the beginning. I ain't never switched up yet, and I don't think I will, right? With that being said, you can hit that thumbs up if you like this. If not, you can hit that thumbs down. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in, and that's the coming together of all people. Say it with your chest. on crib. Respects, my brother.